Good morning, guys. It's Morgan with We Are the Wilsons Closet, where we talk about everything reselling. I'm a full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Facebook, including Facebook local sales. And this video today is live in my garage. So I had a couple people ask what types of items I'm finding on the curb to turn from trash to treasure. And they wanted to see kind of what the large items were, things that can't be shipped. So today I'm going to show you guys some of those items. Most of the stuff behind me that's kind of packed away, all this stuff, except for these two chairs in the front and these metal wire shelves, most of this stuff is listed already and just waiting to be sold for someone to come pick it up. But I'm going to show you guys what I've got, and then I'll try to post a little picture right here of the actual listing so you guys can see how much I'm listing them for. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to go over the total that I made off local pickups last month in the month of July. And we're going to talk about some of the items that have sold so far this month in August. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some stuff. These two chairs we actually just picked up yesterday off of the curb. They look like bamboo, but they're metal. They're heavy. They look like they really just need a good cleaning, and the seat cushions are really dirty. So I think what we're going to do is flip them over. They do have screws where the seats screw on. We're going to take those off and try to get those clean. And if we can get them clean, then we'll go ahead and list the two chairs with the cushions on them. But they are heavy and they're metal. And those are not listed yet, obviously, because they need a little bit of work. This big piece of rolling luggage got listed yesterday. It's missing the front logo plate and the little key to the lock, but otherwise it's in, pretty good used shape. And I did already list that on Facebook, and I listed this one for $20. I did already list the big tall silk tree. It's like close to a 7 foot, I think. It's just taller than the doorway there. I think I started it at $45, but anything that is a treasure for me, I'm open to offers on because I didn't have any money into it. So if somebody sends me a good offer, I'll ask them if they can come today, and if they can come today for it, they can get it for what they offered me for it. I got this off the curb yesterday. It's a cargo truck bed divider. And it cranks out. It's called a ratcheting cargo bar. I listed it for $10, and it does have the net. The rug that's rolled up over here, I did get from the curb. I haven't listed it yet though, because we just moved in and I was trying to decide if I wanted to use the rug or not. I do have all the photos for it in case I decide to list it, but it's just kind of sitting here waiting to be used. So I haven't made a decision about that yet. Both of these shelves I picked up from different places. And what I've been doing is collecting some together and then selling them together. I've sold 2 or 3 different groups of those wire shelves, and they usually go for like between $5 and $10 for a couple of those together. So I've got 2 right now, and I haven't listed them yet. I need to photograph them. And then in the bags back there, those are faux fur like pillows and rugs. I got all of those from the curb as well. They were in bags. They were all sealed up in bags, so they weren't wet or anything like that. I listed all those in a lot, and I'll post a picture of it here. And then I have a huge stack of tote containers back here that I'll post a picture of, that again were just literally in a stack. All of them except one had their lids next to somebody's trash can. I picked all of those up. And I think I started the listing of those at $50, but I sell tote container lots all the time. So anytime I see like a random container on the side of the road with people's trash, I take them. And when I get a big enough lot, I sell them together as a lot. Depending on how many there are, depends on the price and what condition, if they have the lids. Another suitcase, this one in much nicer condition. I found this summer that when everybody was done with their vacations and their trips, they just decided they were just going to put their suitcases out with the garbage. But I have 2 listed, but I've already sold, I think 2 or 3 already that I've picked up. So I do pick them up every time I see them. Between $10 to $20 usually is what they sell for, depending on the condition and the size. A really cute little scalloped vanity chair, and it has little metal gold legs. When we picked it up, it was on the curb because the base crosses like this and screws in. It has 4 legs. and some of the screws on the base had come loose, and the legs looked like they were loose, but all it needed was to be tightened up. So we did that, and I listed that chair, I think, for $35. We also have 2 plastic fold-out chairs back there, like just Costco brand fold-out chairs. I think I just listed them $10 for both. We have a full, like a big king-sized heavy wooden headboard back there that was a real struggle to get off the curb. I think I listed it at $50. It's just the headboard. Those are all the lids for all of those tote containers. There's a small size TV back there, like a 32-inch TV. We actually got that for free in our neighborhood and used it in our kid's bedroom for like a year. And now that we've moved, we're not keeping a TV in his room anymore, so we're selling that. There is a Melissa and Doug table right there. Like, you can use it as like a train table, and the green slabs over there are the tabletop pieces. It's in pretty rough shape, but I listed it for like $10, hoping that somebody would just come get it. We've already gotten some use out of it as a Lego table. Then there's a Milwaukee Tools like red box right here. It's an empty box for like a drill and impact, but it looks brand new. It just doesn't have the actual equipment in it. This little black and clear like file box thing, I haven't listed it yet, but that's like, if you watched my other videos on the treasures, when I told you guys that I found all the tobacco pipes, that's what they were in. They were in like this sealable like box. It was like pipes, it was jars of tobacco, it was all kinds of things that all went with it. So I've been letting that container like air out because I'm not gonna sell it if it still has like an odor to it. So it's not listed, but it's sitting here. This big mirror right here, it's a big antique or antique styled like kind of arch mirror. I just photographed it this morning to get it listed. It was something that I got for free from someone. And then I'm gonna show you guys some stuff that's like this way behind my camera that's not listed yet. Well, some listed, some not listed, but it's on this side of the garage. I'm gonna try to show you guys that stuff real quick. This is something that I'm gonna be listing today. It is a pretty large sized rectangular dog bed. I don't have the measurements aren't on the tag, but it is Kong brand, and it's got a grippy bottom and like a kind of a canvasy like green top. It does have a removable like zipper washable cover, so it does have a big spot on top of it, but it can be washed. And I think rather than washing it myself, I'm just gonna list it at a price that will sell and put that the cover needs to be taken off and washed. But it's a really nice dog bed. I did vacuum it and lint roll it to the best of my ability to get the hair out, but there is a little bit left, but not bad. I also found something that I've not tested at all yet. I don't know if you guys can see part of this. Let's see if I can aim it down for you guys. That is a small size wood chipper, and it has not been tested. It was sitting next to the trash on somebody's curb. We brought it home, but we just moved on the 1st, and my little buddy just started kindergarten yesterday, so things have been a little crazy. So anything that requires like a lot of extra time to test, I haven't really listed yet. I got this yesterday out of the trash. It's one of those fold out porch signs that has the metal thing on the back, and it was $30. It was $30 originally, and it's in really good shape, so I think that we may just keep that for our porch. The next thing that I've got to show you guys, I've got a Step 2 pink wagon, and yes, this one is supposed to be pink. I looked it up. It's Step 2 wagon. Most are red, this one is pink. And it looks like it was a Toys R Us exclusive, and currently you can't buy one here. The only website that sells them is a website in Canada for Toys R Us. So I did start it a little bit high, and I'll just take an offer on it if somebody sends me an offer, but it's already listed. And the only thing that was wrong with it is it was really dirty. It looked like somebody left it sitting out in their backyard. Maybe it had water in it. A very big leather ottoman. It's actually like really, really heavy, like wood and leather, and it's tufted on the top. It has little drawers around it. It's huge. It took me and my husband carrying it to be able to get it home to the garage. I need to list it today, so I'll put a picture of it here so you can see it better. We got it for free. I'm not sure what I'm going to list it for yet. Another couple of things that's in the corner is the 2 cupcake stands. I got those for free. There's also another tote container, plastic storage container. There's 2 over there that need to be sprayed off and washed and then air dried so they can be put in like the next lot of containers that'll be sold. And then there's also like a bunch of like boards. It looks like a table, like a gaming table that you would put together that it turns into multiple different games. I found it with the trash. All its little metal poles and stuff. All of the stuff still in the bags, like all the hardware was in a box. It looks like it was never used, and it's like multiple different tabletop pieces, like legs, all kinds of stuff. Again, something I'm gonna have to work really hard to like figure out how to put together if there's no instructions in the box. So it's sitting over there waiting to be put together. I don't think there's anything else out here that, as of right now, that's listed or needs to be listed, except maybe some stuff that I've deemed like yard sale stuff that I'm not going to sell individually on Facebook, like mugs and cups and random housewares and things. I'll either lot those up into big groups and try to sell them, or I'll put them in the yard sale and sell them. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for just a second, and I'm going to move us over to the table, and we're going to discuss sales from last month for local pickups and the sales so far for this month. Hey guys, we're back over here at the table. I've got a little pop-up plastic camping table and a little fold-out chair we're going to sit in over here, and we're going to look over the sales from last month and the stuff that's sold this month. And in addition to that, there is a couple of bags over here on the table that I got yesterday too out of the trash, but I haven't done anything with them yet. This is a vintage duffel bag. The little like lining is worn out a little bit, but the tag on the inside says this is 100% leather, but there's no branding at all. Not on the zipper pulls, not on a tag on the inside, like nowhere. So I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do with that yet. And then I do have an Adidas backpack right here as well. It's pretty used. It needs to be cleaned in some fashion if it's going to be sold, or it may just get put out at the yard sale. But those are over here on the table since they're smalls. But anyway, for the sales for July, the month of July, just local Facebook pickups. So that means cash sales, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, however they wanted to pay. Local pickup sales for the whole month of July was $1,550.50. With my lowest profiting days being 0. There were some days I sold nothing local pickup, and my highest day being $205 in one day cash. So that's pretty good for just, stuff that was free. And there might have been a few things in there that did belong to me at some point, and then I didn't want them anymore and I sold them. Or before we moved, we let them go, or what have you. But either way, pretty good. And that's all money that's not coming through my online streams where they're taking percentages off. So that's all, I made what I made. There was no fees or anything. I didn't have to ship anything like that. I'm going to tell you guys the stuff that's sold this month in August so far. It hasn't been as much because we did move in on the 1st of August. And moving in and preparing for the first day of kindergarten that started yesterday has been a whole lot the first 2 weeks of being in our new house. So sales for me have slowed down significantly, both pickup and online, because there are some days where I just didn't list anything. I just didn't have time. But we are picking back up. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know what we did. I sold two matching Sterilite 3-drawer plastic storage drawers for $35. I sold a beanbag chair for $20. I sold a lawnmower that we got off the side of the road and fixed up. We were going to use it in our yard. Didn't work out in our yard because we have a different type of grass than we were expecting, so we sold it for $50. I sold a office chair that I got off the curb for $20. I sold some kids' plastic hangers that came out of the trash for $5. I sold a wooden side table with a drawer for $10. It was a curb find as well. 3 pieces of canvas art. I think I got those for free. Those were $15. I sold a collapsible kids play yard for $10. It was out with the trash. I sold a tetherball game that I got for free for $20. I sold a kids adjustable basketball goal that I got off the curb for $35. I sold a massive 6-foot beanbag that I got for free from a neighbor for $75. I was actually using it for us, and then we were going to take it to the new house, and we ended up getting a really big sofa instead, and we couldn't use it, so I had to let it go. I sold a stroller that I got off the curb and cleaned up for $45. I sold one of my suitcases for $25. A queen-size metal bed frame that I got for free for $30. Decorative curtain rods for $5. Those came from the curb. I got a set of wooden salt and pepper shakers, like big tall ones, for $5. I think those were free. I think someone gave those to me. I sold a piece of fake coral, like for aquariums and decorations, for $10. That is it. I do keep a full spreadsheet of just Facebook items, things that are listed. So it's telling me that for this month so far, I've sold 16 items for an average sale price of $25 an item, and I've made $400 so far this month. I haven't actually gone through and added it by hand, but that's what the spreadsheet is telling me that the numbers are. So that's pretty good so far for not having put in a lot of work. I have had days where I've listed a lot of items. For local pickups, I've definitely listed more local stuff than more online stuff, just because I've been moving and I'm trying to get things out of the garage. So I would say that's pretty good. And now you guys have seen kind of the types of things I'm picking up. You know, you guys can see what I've got available right now. There is a lot of things that are listed online that actually are not in my garage. They're stored somewhere else. If you have any questions about any of this, please comment below. Please like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and let me know if there's something you want to see a video on in the future. I am planning on making a video about how to list an item for local sales, how to manage your local sales listings and all those kind of things, because Facebook is very tricky and Facebook doesn't always do like a great job of making it easy for the person listing things. So we're going to make a video about that really soon, and probably another video about how to do Facebook listings with shipping as well. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.